It was my first summer as an 11th grader. This was when many of my classmates got sick from the changing seasons. My name is Kazuha Tsunemura. I'm one of the healthiest guys around, and I've never gotten sick. It was such a strength of mine that I even wrote it on my resume. Hey, Kazuha! One day, I was preparing to go home after school when some of my classmates called me over. Did you need something? Why are there so many of you? We're actually planning on going to the local karaoke bar. Ah, this was an invite to an after-school gathering. For the young people living out their last years of high school, it's an important part of their life. I honestly didn't know them very well. Nonetheless, I was their classmate. They probably invited me after seeing how bored I was. You want me to go that much? I guess I'll go. Man, being popular is so... So in the meantime, could you take these papers to Kusunoki? What? You're not inviting me for karaoke? Not only that, you're giving me extra work? Yeah, but don't you always refuse, saying, I need to watch my anime? But that's your job, not mine! Stop whining. Don't be so cranky, Tsunemura.
Hey, wanna go with us, Sunichi? It'll be fun!
No thank you. I need to watch my anime. See? You refused again! Well, I knew you'd say that. You always refuse. At least do us a favor this time, would you? Our teacher told me to take it to Kusunoki, but my house is a long way from her house. I'd go if I could, but I just can't take it over. With that, he passed me the papers. And I was to give those to Kusunoki. The only problem was... So what's the real reason? I don't really want to. She's always so suspicious. To be blunt, Kusunoki had a reputation for being the gloomy girl in class. Kusunoki was one of my classmates. She didn't have many friends, and I'd rarely seen her talk to anyone. If anything, she was hardly noticed by others, and she was often absent from class. To be fair, I didn't talk that much with my classmates either, so personally, I didn't feel so strongly about her. See you later, Kazuha! Wait! I promise, I'll buy you a smoothie. Later! I was annoyed by his idea that a single smoothie would make up for my extra work. He ignored me though, and left with his friends. So I was given the simple, yet irritating task of delivering homework to the Kusunoki residence. This should be the right place. Being here for the first time, I felt a bit unsure if I had found the right house. It probably was though, judging from the address and the house's nameplate. Let's just get this over with. I rang the doorbell, hoping it would be short and I could hurry home to catch my anime episodes.
Hello?
Hi, this is Tsunemura. I'm one of Azusa-san's classmates.
Wait, Tsunemura-kun?
A female voice answered me. I'd only given her my name, but I could tell she was in a rush on the other side of the intercom. I didn't know what that was about, but it was probably best to just pass on the papers. I'm here to deliver today's homework.
I'm on my way!
And so, I waited for her to come out. Now that I think about it, isn't this the first time I visited a girl at her house? I wasn't exactly here to chill out with her, but I couldn't help but feel a bit nervous. Being the two-dimensional being I was, this was the first time I'd visited a girl I knew at her house. Well, this is Kusunoki. I probably have nothing to worry about. Being the quiet and gloomy character she was, I likely had no need to be anxious. If anything, she would probably be more nervous than I was.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Finally, the door opened and... Huh? Out of the doorway appeared a beautiful young girl. Smooth, long hair hung down to her hips, her eyes were adorable, and her features so elegant. In a single moment, it looked as if an angel had appeared to greet me.
Thank you for sending my homework.
As she gave me her thanks, You're a trespasser, aren't you?
What? That's mean!
I was so shocked that I almost called the police on her. I didn't know who this girl was. This should have been Azusa-san's house. She wore glasses and had braided pigtails. According to my teacher, she lived with her parents as their only child. If that was the case, if you're not a trespasser, then you're a thief!
It's me! This is my house!
How? This should be Kusunoki-san's house!
I'm telling you! I'm Azusa Kusunoki! This is my house!
What did you say? I couldn't believe this adorable girl was the same gloomy classmate at school. How? What kind of trick is this?
You know you're being really rude, right?
It was simply shocking. I'm sorry, it's just, you're so beautiful. She was so different from the girl I knew.
Thanks. I haven't been told that for a while now.
It was only natural. I was sure most people had avoided her with the negative impression she gave off at school. But right now, she was a different person, and that dark vibe about her had completely disappeared.
Cinemura-kun, would you like to come inside?
Kusunoki-san suddenly opened the door up and ushered me in. What? Excuse me? I only came to give her her homework. I didn't intend to stay a while.
Huh? Isn't it normal to invite visitors inside?
It wasn't exactly normal. I started to get worried she might get tricked by someone in the future.
Just come on in. My mom brought some refreshments the other day.
Well, okay, sure. Thus, I was invited into a young girl's house for the first time in my life. What am I doing here? As I was thinking that...
Here's your tea, Cinemura-kun.
Oh, thank you. After I sat down on the sofa, Kusunoki-san brought over refreshments for us to drink.
These candies are great. Feel free to try them out. I'm so excited. This is the first time I invited a classmate over.
Kusunoki-san then sat down with me, her eyes beaming with curiosity. And I didn't really know what to say to her. The first time, I thought you'd have lots of people over.
I actually don't have any friends, so...
That was probably because of her typical appearance at school. If she were to go to school like she is now, she'd be one of the most popular girls in the place, not to mention having many admirers.
I tried to make friends, but I never had much luck.
How so?
I actually used to work as a fashion model.
Fashion model? Seeing her good looks, it wouldn't be surprising to see her as a fashion model. I googled her name to confirm it, and the results showed shots of her posing in swimsuits.
Don't just search out my name like that!
Crap! My nose was bleeding! I closed the browser on my phone, feeling guilty over what I saw. Kusunoki-san then turned to me with angry eyes.
Don't you know you shouldn't look up models on the internet when you're with them in person?
I'm pretty sure that applies to everyone, not just models.
Then why were you Googling my name?
It was just pure curiosity, I swear! It's strange, though. I think I saw the word retired when I looked her up.
Cinemura-kun, you're so weird.
What? I wasn't sure how to respond to her bluntness.
Oh wait, that's not what I meant! I mean, you don't really do anything after seeing me like this!
Well, it would obviously become a scandal if I did something. Besides, I've never been interested in anything other than escaping reality.
It's just, when I worked as a model, a lot of men looked at me the wrong way, so...
She had a point. If her schoolmates knew she was a model, she'd attract a lot of attention. And with her looks, it wouldn't be surprising if some boys started to have bad intentions with her. Personally, I'd only been interested in anime girls though, so I never felt like doing anything like that in real life. Wait, then you dress the way you do in school because...
Yeah, I figured people wouldn't notice if I changed my hair.
I see. That's why you give off that gloomy character you always...
So that's how people see me?
Oh, she didn't know that!
I've always been bad at socializing. I've never been able to make any friends. So, if you're willing, could you...
She mumbled, with a shy expression on her face. I felt my face turn red as I noticed her cute, embarrassed eyes.
Could you be my friend?
Nervous as she was, she managed to ask me what she wanted, and I told her, of course I will.
You will?
How could I say no?
Cinemura-kun! No, thank you! Thank you so much!
She just wanted to be friends with me, yet she was overjoyed for such a humble request. Even I felt happy as I saw her cheerful face.
that we're friends, could we... heard that friends should bake together.
Who told you that? I got even more concerned that someone might take advantage of her in the future. For the first few days of our friendship, I couldn't help but feel worried for her. The next day...
Good morning, Cinnamon-kun.
Kusunoki-san appeared at my doorstep. Why are you here?
I heard that friends walked to school together, so
I felt like she was just making up an excuse to meet up with me before school. Still, okay, just give me a minute to get dressed. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I don't mind. It's okay.
Kusunoki-san gave me a timid smile as I came out the door. I wondered if that stuttering tone was normal for her. She wasn't like that yesterday. Never mind. Shall we go?
Yes.
You seem really nervous.
Well, yes. This is the first time I've gone to school with a friend. I just became friends with you yesterday. I keep getting worried that I might be causing trouble for you.
I don't really mind. I think it's normal for friends to walk together.
Really?
Yep, just relax.
Then, could I splash water on your face whenever I want?
No, please don't. That would only get her in trouble. We chatted all the way to school. We talked about the things we liked and what we do on the weekends, among other things. As the conversation went on, Kusunoki-san loosened up and talked to me the same way we did at her house. But when we arrived at school and entered the classroom, something unexpected happened. Look, Tsunemura just came in with Kusunoki. What happened with those two yesterday? When I came in with Kusunoki-san, it caused a commotion among our classmates. I knew everyone else only saw Kusunoki-san as the dark, gloomy girl in class. I couldn't make out, though, why it was so strange for them to simply see me come into class at the same time as her.
Cinnamon-kun, let's go to the rooftop. I feel uncomfortable here.
Maybe you should change your look. I feel like if you don't, everyone will only get more suspicious and you won't be able to make more friends. She was shy and timid, but she really was a kind and beautiful girl. Especially with the rumors going around, I thought it might have been better to change her appearance. As I talked to her, though, I noticed that Kusunoki-san seemed to have blanked out. Kusunoki-san? Were you listening? It was starting to feel awkward and lonely talking to her without a response, especially with no one else on the rooftop.
Huh? Oh, sorry. It's just, I've always wanted to eat together with a friend. I guess I got distracted.
Never mind. It's okay. Hearing her words, I knew that I had to do something for this kind girl. As her first friend, I just had to do something. All right, Kusunoki-san. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. That day after school, Kusunoki-san invited me over to her house again.
Permission to speak!
Kusunoki-san had changed from her school uniform to her casual clothes. She waved her hand in an adorable way. Yep, permission granted.
Thank you! I'd really like to go out with a friend!
I found myself teary-eyed after hearing her words. She was a high schooler. I could only imagine how she grew up without any friends. I just knew I had to grant her wish. Then I'll go with you. Let's meet sometime this weekend.
Yay! Thank you, Cinnamon-kun! That reminds me, you like anime and manga, right?
Quite a bit, yes.
I'm a fan too. So, would you care to watch with me?
I'd love to. What do you want to watch?
I love this scene!
So do I. Still, I honestly never thought you liked anime.
A cameraman from my modeling job recommended it to me once. I've been watching ever since.
Cool. Oh, the heroine just blushed.
I've always wanted friends.
As I was getting into the show, she muttered those words. This was the scene where the protagonists bonded together in friendship. At the time, I didn't fully understand what she was thinking as she watched that scene. You have a friend.
I sure do.
After that, we somehow achieved the impossible by watching the entire first season of the one cool anime. By the time we finished, it was already dark.
Would you want to stay for the night?
What? I didn't expect her to make such an absurd suggestion, even if it was already late.
But isn't it typical for friends to sleep over?
I think that would only apply if you were with another girl. I would definitely need to teach her what typical friends were like later on. A week later, for the most part, life went on as usual. I was the same boring person in class, and school wasn't all that different. The only thing was... you okay? You're spending a lot of time with Kusunoki recently. It's not normal to stick around with someone like her. Want to come hang out with us? My classmates started to be concerned about my being with Kusunoki, and it made me angry inside. No thank you. Man, you're weird. Ollie if you ever need us. With that, my classmates left me alone. Man, are they annoying. I let out a sigh after they left.
Tsunemura-kun?
That was when Kusunoki-san appeared in the doorway. You heard that?
Yeah.
She overheard what my classmates said to me. After hearing all that, it would only be natural for her to feel hurt. I felt guilty for some reason, despite the fact I was the one who defended her. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just let them say whatever they want.
But doesn't that bother you?
She said, her voice tearing up. She was worried for me, despite the fact those comments were aimed at her. She's too kind, I thought, as I gently lifted her hair and peeked at her eyes. It's okay. I don't mind.
Tsunemura-kun.
We're going out tomorrow. Don't be so sad. Kusunoki-san looks stunned.
Tsunemura-kun, thank you. I feel better already.
She answered, with the cute smile of the beautiful girl I've come to know. Under those bangs, the dark impression about her had disappeared. I'm excited for tomorrow.
I can't wait either. Don't be late, okay?
I promise I'll sleep tight for tomorrow. As she smiled, I found myself feeling even more excited for tomorrow.
Tsunemura-kun. That night, I kept thinking about Tsunemura-kun. He was the first real friend I've ever made. I'm glad I mustered up the courage to talk to him. Ever since I started working as a model, I've never had any friends. It's no surprise. I've always been shy. Didn't even go to school much because of my job. Never understood how to make friends. And if everyone knew about me being a model... In truth, the attention I got was especially bad in 9th grade. It was so stressful back then. But Tsunemura-kun is different. Tsunemura-kun accepted me for who I was, even when he knew about me being a model. He became my friend and even defended me when others gossiped about me. Am I falling in love? My heart was pounding. I felt my heartbeat getting faster just by thinking about him. I can't wait for tomorrow. I slept soundly, thinking only about Tsunemura-kun that night.
So came the day when I would meet up with Kusunoki-san. I was so excited that I arrived 20 minutes early. Darn, I came too early. I guessed it was okay though. I had my phone with me, so it wouldn't be so boring to wait for her. Now that I think of it, this is my first day out with a girl. Thanks to my boring personality, I'd never gone out for fun like this with someone else. Wait, wouldn't that mean we're on a date? I was going out with a girl, just the two of us. Looking at us, it'd only be natural for someone to think of us as a couple, but we were friends to begin with, so this just had to be different.
There you are!
Oh! She had done up her long, straight hair just like she had at home. Her outfit was gorgeous and made her look all the more beautiful.
How do I look?
You look great. I could hear the people around us murmuring about how cute she was.
Thanks.
She gave me an innocent giggle. My heart pounded as I saw her blush. Let's go then.
Yes, we're going to the movies first, right?
Yep. I didn't decide on which movie though. So let's see when we get there. As I did my best to hide my reddened face, we walked together to the movie theater. We couldn't find an anime movie though, so we ended up watching a popular young romance film instead.
That was... intense.
It was. After watching that, both of us weren't quite sure what to say. I think we kept going back to the kissing scenes.
So, that's what it's like to kiss.
Wait! If that's all she took from it, I wasn't sure what to do after this. This is a movie couples would watch together. Maybe we chose the wrong genre.
It's...
You could also watch it with another girl, but a girl and boy just watching it for fun feels so weird. There was a cute girl next to me and a passionate love story on the screen in front of me. I couldn't help but feel awkward watching that with a girl I was simply friends with.
It was fun, though.
Yeah, I guess it isn't bad to watch other kinds of movies from time to time.
That too, but it's fun to watch movies with a friend. I actually quit modeling because I wanted friends.
Really?
Yes, I couldn't go to school often and I felt too shy to make friends with fellow models. Yet, I kept feeling drawn to my favorite anime characters and how they had fun with their friends.
So that's why you quit modeling.
You can probably guess the rest.
I could imagine, with how she was before we became friends.
I really do feel happy now. Every day is so fun. Ever since you became my friend.
I'm glad to hear that, but you should try to make other friends too. I mean, you probably should have other friends. You'll have more fun than being friends with just me. It'll be nice to have other girls to be with too. Simply put, there was a limit to the fun things she could do with just me.
Do you think I can do it?
I know you can. I'll help you.
Tsunemura-kun, why are you doing all this for me?
Well, that was because we're friends. It's what friends do. That's what friends are for.
I really do love him.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, never mind.
Really? I was pretty sure I heard something. I guessed it was nothing though, if she said not to mind.
Alright, I'll do my best to make more friends!
Kusunoki-san then jumped to her feet as she fist-pumped the air in excitement. I felt happy for her. That's the spirit, Kusunoki-san. I'll help whenever I can.
Thanks, Tsunemura-kun. Let's go and have more fun.
With the awkwardness gone, we continued on with our day. We went to a lot of places. The arcade, shopping, stopping by the cafe. I could tell Kusunoki-san had fun the whole time, and it was just as fun for me to be with her. The next week, I always dreaded Mondays, but today was different. Strange. She didn't come with me. For these past few weeks, Kusunoki-san walked with me to school every day, but today she told me to go ahead without me. What was up with her? I was honestly a bit worried. Hey, who's that girl? I don't remember her being in our class. As I was worrying about Kusunoki-san, I noticed my classmates causing another commotion. Great. Starting the day with a ruckus.
Good morning, Tsunemura-kun.
Good morning. I was getting worried. Ah! The moment I looked, I couldn't hide my surprise. You're here like that?
You don't have to be so loud. It's embarrassing.
I apologized. But why did you make up so suddenly? You never came to school like that before. I kinda did wonder why she specifically never came to school like this, but...
I did my homework.
Homework?
You said I'd be able to make friends if I changed my appearance, so I
understood her. She remembered what I told her on the rooftop, and she changed her look as I suggested. Hey, isn't she... If she's sticking around with Tsunemura, it's gotta be Kusunoki! Wait, I've seen that girl! She's that model that retired a few months back! The entire class was shocked to see Kusunoki-san as she was now. It's only natural. She changed from the dark, shadowy student in class to the beautiful young girl she really was. Maybe I've already helped you with everything I could. I overheard the commotion surrounding us, but it sounded like no one was talking bad about her. Given time, I knew our schoolmates would want to get to know her, and she would have many friends. To be honest, I felt a little lonely about that.
Tsunemura-kun, there's something I need to tell you.
As I was thinking as such, Kusunoki-san called out to me. She looked as if she was trying her hardest not to be embarrassed. Then she said,
I love you, Tsunemura-kun!
Huh? It all started when I went to deliver Kusunoki-san her homework. She turned out to be a shy yet beautiful girl. Then I became her friend, Now she had confessed to me! When I went to give her her homework, I never imagined that it would lead to this. But I was so happy to hear that she loved me.